welcome to your video tutorial on the concepts of physics in Rube Goldberg machines. So today's learning intention success criteria is the same from last lesson. It's about understanding the different physics in a Rube Goldberg machine, and you should be able to definitely by today's lesson identify and describe a variety of different physical mechanisms that can be used to cause chain reactions in Rube Goldberg machines. So last lesson we had a look at levers and the three different types of levers. A reminder of some of that subject-specific terminology. We had three terms. They were the load, or the mass that I was trying to lift, the effort, or the force that's required to lift that mass, and the fulcrum, which was kind of a hinge that sat in the middle between the effort and the load. So they're the three concepts: fulcrum, effort, and load that we went through last lesson. So today we're going to look at a different mechanism, and that's a pulley. A pulley is a simple machine consisting of a wheel. So there's a wheel up here with a grooved rim in which a pulled rope, so a rope goes around it, and by grooved it means a rope can sit in it, that can change the direction of the pull and therefore lift a load. So here's my load here, and that weight is dispersed along the rope here. The effort is a person you know often, or a machine standing at the other end lifting, and I have this wheel that rotates on an axle. Now an axle is like a rod or something that stabilizes and goes through the middle of a wheel. That's my axle just there. This is essentially, in this diagram, a fulcrum. So in a pulley system, this is essentially the fulcrum, and you have a load and an effort. However, unlike, a lever which just had different configurations, you are actually able to put more than one pulley together, and when you do that, it's called a pulley system. So when you put two or more wheels together and run rope around them, what you actually are able to do is you're actually able to reduce the force required to lift that particular box, or that particular load. So here there is just one, so the load and the amount of force required is the same. So if it's 100 kilos, the same amount of force is required to lift that particular load. However, when I configure something like this, or otherwise known as a pulley system, you have far greater lifting range, because the weight is dispersed evenly, dispersed at a ratio across these different wheels and pulley system. So a pulley is a great example of how you can disperse weight to more effectively lift a load or a particular mass. And that's it, guys. That's pulleys.